everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Katie, and today's weekly book review is on Tilly by Frank Peretti. I want to thank Crossway for sending me a copy of this book to read and talk about with you all. This is actually an older release, and this actually started as an audio drama on Focus on the Family, or radio drama. And so this is pretty cool that they actually adapted it into a very short novella. But I really enjoyed this one. I just thought it was just such a sweet story, emotional story filled with hope, as well as, of course, like talking about past regrets, past, things that happened in this life of this family in their past, and kind of just showing Jesus's love and his forgiveness for his children. And I just love this one. So Tilly, if you have not heard about this one, this is about a couple who go to a funeral, and they're pretty much the only ones there. Well, after the funeral, they end up just walking back to their car, and the wife sees a lady at a tombstone. So she goes, and the woman's upset. So she goes, but then the lady runs off, and she notices that the gravestone says Tilly, and there's only a birth date, not a passed away date. And so she's like, I have no idea who this child is, but she starts to feel a lot of grief towards whoever that woman was, and towards whoever Tilly was. And so her husband on his own tries to figure out, who Tilly is, tries to gather the pieces, figure out who this woman is who was at the gravestone. And because he sees his wife, her grieving and stuff, so he needs to figure out what's going on. And then his wife ends up having a dream, and it is a very vivid, only God-given dream, and it's just very emotional. I would definitely suggest, if you want to read it, look into the trigger warnings, because it is going to be a very sad book, an emotional book for some people, but it is also filled with a lot of hope, and I feel like those who would struggle with it might also benefit from this story, because it's just such a beautiful story, definitely about, hope, and as well as forgiveness and letting go of the past and looking towards the future as well. And I just love the story. I thought it was great. Definitely, don't want to tell you a lot about it, because going into this story, I had hints and stuff, but I really wasn't quite sure what was going on until like halfway through. But I really enjoyed this story. I will link it down below where you can purchase a copy. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.